Hello, nobody watching this video. It is the Squid-Boy back at it with something you definitely do not care about. So I'm making this video because I found out a couple months ago YouTube decided to start, sort of experimenting, toying with the idea of removing the dislike button entirely. They've been sort of flirting with this idea for a while now, and I like to give why I think it's a really stupid and bad idea. Now, YouTube and their executives have had, this sort of reputation for coming up with absolutely stupid ideas that just, ruin the website over and over. Now, their genius idea for wanting to remove dislikes makes sense to someone who doesn't know what they're talking about on paper. You see, removing dislikes would surely remove some of the backlash and hatred from the website because, dislikes are a purely negative thing. So removing them would be a good thing. But the only issue is you have to consider not only dislikes, but what would fill the void of dislikes, and what people would do without them. You see, Twitter is a quite notable example of a website that doesn't have dislikes. And you know what Twitter is also not known for? Being a very welcoming place where ideas are shared thoughtfully. You see, because not having dislikes makes it so morons on the internet don't realize that people disagree with them, and then they spiral downwardly into just becoming more and more isolated, just believing whatever they want to believe, and then when they get a taste of reality, they can't handle it and they outrage. This is the classic Twitter effect and why the website's so hated. Now, I know that surely a lot of you guys are thinking, well, if you have a problem, then just comment your issue with the video. It shouldn't be that hard. However, person I made up as a straw man, you see, I feel like this argument is kind of innately stupid because comments and dislikes are completely different. Firstly, dislikes are very easy to do and they are completely anonymous. Versus with a comment, it takes quite a bit more effort to actually write one, and also you leave yourself open to a reply. Plus, on videos with big creators who have 100,000 comments in their comment section, I don't really feel like writing a paragraph directed to a person who I know for almost a certain fact will never read it. That would just be a waste of my time. Now, one argument I guess a lot of people could, and probably will make, is the fact that, well, you can just look at the amount of likes a video has in proportion to its views to see how people like it. But that's not always the best way to go about things. Alright, so let's take two videos, both of them have 1,000 views. One's a normal video, one's a controversial video. The normal video has 200 likes and 10 dislikes. The controversial video, on the other hand, because it appeals to a small amount of people that really like it, has 300 likes, but a lot of people dislike it, so it also has 300 dislikes. Now, right now, it's fairly obvious which one of these videos people like more. People like the normal video more, people dislike the controversial video more. But when you take away the dislikes, it looks like people like the controversial video more. So you can't always go by that. It's always very finicky whether or not people like the video. So essentially, all removing dislikes means is that you don't know you're getting dislikes. People still dislike your video, you just don't know it. Can you imagine if this logic was used other places? Wow, Jerry, you must be mechanic of the year. You were able to fix an entire car that I thought was gonna explode in the next 30 minutes within a 1 minute period. How did you do it? Well, you see, it was actually quite easy. All I had to do was remove the batteries and the check engine light. Now, before I end this video, I should probably mention that there is such thing as a dislike button that has too much power. This comes in the form of a dislike that would affect a YouTube video's placement in the algorithm. Dislikes and likes, in fact, don't do this, so it's not really something we have to worry about. A good example of dislikes having too much power is the example of Reddit. One could argue the infamous Reddit hive mind exists because Reddit users get punished every time someone disagrees with them. Because of the way karma works, you lose karma every time you get downvoted, and because of that, people are less likely to disagree on things and prefer to just say openly accepted comments. I personally believe that right now YouTube has the best rating system out of just about every social media platform because it's the most simple, effective, and it has the dislike feature, a feature that so many other places don't have for some reason. Wait until I tell you guys about subscribing.